Christmas without you. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Blue Christmas, this classic secular song by Elvis Presley. This song is so much fun to play. It's such a throwback. And I tell you, there have been times that I have played this at a sing-along and the whole place goes bonkers. It is so much fun. Be prepared for all of your family and friends to start singing with an Elvis, doing their Elvis impersonation all at once. You're going to love it. Let's get started. I'm Brenda Earl-Stokes. I'm the owner and creator of Piano and Voice with Brenda. I make creative and practical resources for singers, pianists to become a more versatile musician and just enjoy their skills. So before we get into the tutorial, I want to let you know that I have a free printable of the lyrics and chords. So this is fabulous. All you have to do is go here, pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com/blue Christmas. You have to put the dash in there. Once you go to that page, you sign up, then it will come right into your email inbox totally free. But before we go any further, let's get into a studio mode. So this song is not like a typical pop song. It's actually more like one of those old-fashioned Tin Pan Alley songs. So instead of having like verse, chorus, what we actually have for this one is A, B, A, B. And the whole song is 32 bars. It's very, very easy. The way that Elvis plays it is they do the song twice and that's it. So we are in the key of E major. And I always like to take a moment to have you go through this. E major, which means there's an F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and D sharp in the key signature. So what you might do is just play through the scale a little bit, you know, and you can do it in both hands just so that you have everything you need. So our first step here is just to work our way through the chords. And the good news about this song is that the chords are very simple. We're mostly playing, I think we have like 4 different chords or 5 different chords in the whole song. So right off the bat, we start with this E chord. We've got the E chord twice. And I've decided that I want to play the E chord in first inversion. So I'm playing G sharp, B, E, that's the 3rd, the 5th, the root. And then we're going to go to a B7 chord. My left hand is just playing the root of each of the chords for now. And then we're going to go to this B7. And I'm playing the B7 in 3rd inversion, which means the 7th is on the bottom. So this is 7, root, 3, and 5, right? We play that a couple more times and then we go back to E. Okay? So it goes, I'll have a blue Christmas without you. B7 again. I'll be so blue thinking about you. You see that? We're literally just going from E to B7. Then we're going to play E, and then we're going to play an E7. And all we have to do is add that D natural. Decorations of red. See that? There's the E7. This is E7 in first inversion. 3, 5, 7, 1. On a green Christmas tree. So we're playing an A in root position. Then we're going to play an F sharp 7 chord. And I'm playing it right here. This is in the first inversion. So I'm playing 3, 5, 7, and 9. Won't be the same, dear. Then we're going to go back to that B7 shape we did a minute ago. If you're not here with me. So let's do this one more time. This is the first half of the song. This is half the song, you guys. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue thinking about you. Decorations of red. Go to the A chord. On a green Christmas tree. F sharp 7 in first inversion. Won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And then the next 8 bars are the same as the first 8 bars. Okay? And when those blue snowflakes start falling. That's when those blue memories start calling. Good. So we're going to do the same thing we did for the second 8-bar phrase. We're going to go from E, you'll be doing all right. Go to E7, just adding the D in the chord here. With your Christmas, this is the A major chord, right? We played this before, root position. Then we're going to play an A sharp diminished 7, like this. So it's A sharp, C sharp, E, G natural. Right? You don't actually hear this very much in contemporary pop music, but you definitely hear it in some of these older type songs. And what this is it's all minor thirds. So you can see from one to the next, I'm going up 3 half steps, then up 3 half steps, then up 3 half steps. That's how you can build a diminished 7th chord. And then we're going to go back to the B7 and the B7 again, and then back to the E. Now, if this feels like a stretch doing all these inversions, or you feel like you don't have the energy to go through all of this, you can absolutely play everything in root position if you want. You always have the option in all of my tutorials to adjust them to your own needs. So those are all the chords to the song. Now I want to show you our accompaniment strategy. And the accompaniment strategy for this, if you listen to the actual recording, if we were to play what the bass player was playing, it would sound like this. And it wouldn't give us that rockabilly kind of sound that we want, right? Because that's kind of more what the bass player is doing. So we're actually going to do something different than what the band is playing on the recording, but it's going to give us more of that kind of old rock and roll sound that we want. And this is something as pianists, whenever we're trying to adapt an arrangement, we have are able to take this liberty in whatever way we want. So, go for it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the sort of old rockabilly bass line. See how I'm doing that? 1, 3, 5, 6, 5. 1, 3, 5, 6, 5. And it's going to look like this. And it's swung. So this is what you would hear on I Found My Thrill, right? On Blueberry Hill, right? It's that kind of sound. So it's got that kind of doo-wop rockabilly sound. And so we're going to play this. I'll have a blue Christmas. And then we're going to do this on B, the B7 chord. 1, 3, 5, 6, 5, 1, 3, 5, 6, 5. See how we did that? And I'm just going to hold the chord in my right hand. And then we're going to do the same thing on the E chord, just like that. And for the E and the E7, we do the same thing. Then the E7 here, same arrangement in the left hand. A, so 1, 3, 5, 6, 5. You see how we do that? Now for here, you're going to go ba-dee-da-da, like that, okay? So I'm going from the A, this is a typical walk down, and I'm going from the A to the F sharp. And so one thing that you'll frequently hear is bass players will go bo, 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 ba, that we're walking down to that note. And what I'm going to do in my right hand is I'm going to play the third of the chord on the way down. Isn't that neat? It's really authentic, and if you want, you can leave this part out, but it's kind of fun to do. So I'm going to go the third, and I'm going down to the G sharp shape, and then the G, and then the F sharp, just like that. So it'll go like this. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. Bum, bum, bum. And then you're going to land on that F sharp 7 chord. So let me show that to you one more time. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. Bum, bum, bum. Won't Now for the F sharp 7, 1, 3, 5, 6, 5, 1. We're going to do the same thing we were doing before. Won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. Right? And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right, E7. With your, here's the A, Christmas of white. Now for this A sharp diminished 7 chord, we're going to change what you're playing in your left hand. You're just going to go 1, 3, 5, 1, right? Because this is going to sound weird. So you're going to go 3, 5, 1, just like that. 1, 3, 5, 1. But I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. See how we did that? Right? Just like that. So the next little section is we have an instrumental interlude. And so what you can do in your left hand is a couple of options, and you can always level up or down depending on your needs. For the easiest way to do this, I would suggest that you just play the root and the 7 of each chord in your left hand. So we're going E, and then E, and then B7. And then we're doing B7, B7, and to E, right? You could play the whole chord if you wanted to. That's an option, all right? You could also go, this would be the sort of boogie woogie way of doing it. So I'm going root and 5, root and 6, root and 5, root and 6, right? You could do that back and forth if you want, and then do the same thing on B7, just like that. You might say to yourself, well, what's the right hand doing? Well, what you could do is you could play the melody. Right? Because you've got everyone going, ooh, ooh, right? They sort of go ooh in there. Or if you wanted to, you could take an improvised solo on the E pentatonic scale, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And if you've been around here for a while, I always prefer to go 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So you're going to use this scale. And now when I get to the B7, I'm going to play these notes, right? You can actually just play the E major scale for both of them if you want. So let's try that. We'll just play the E major scale. And I'm doing that boogie woogie shape in the... Right? So if you wanted to do an improvised solo, you could do that, or you could just play the melody. And you can do this twice as fast in the left hand, so quarter notes. See how we do that? Now we start singing. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white. 3, 5. But I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. And then it just ends. B7 to E. And that's the whole song. Isn't that fun? So we have some different options that we can do in our right hand. You'll notice that I was playing some different rhythms in my right hand. You could always go, I'll have a blue. This is playing on beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. See how that works? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This gives it a little bit more of a driving movement, which is nice. Just like that. Right? You could also noodle around with the rhythms in different ways if you like. So, without further ado, we're going to play the whole thing, a full singing and playthrough. I'm going to do a couple of slightly different things. As I said, some different rhythms and things just to give you some ideas. And again, you can follow along with all of the chords here. And the good thing about this is there's no intro. Elvis just starts singing. So you always want to give yourself your first note in a song like this so you don't end up totally off key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. Isn't that so fun? And you could tell I wore my blue silk shirt to go along with it. I tell you, this is a huge winner. This is one that people are going to be thrilled about when you throw this into your set during holiday time. It's one that even people who aren't big on Christmas songs, this is one everyone will like. You'll have a whole room full of bad Elvis impersonators, especially if people have had a little nip of brandy or something. So definitely remember, with all of this work that we do together here at Piano and Voice with Brenda, we always have options. So if it's very difficult for you to manage all of the chord inversions, abandon them. Play everything root position. Who cares? If you're having a hard time with the bass line, you can always modify it a little bit, or you can just play roots for a little bit until you're able to work it out. Same thing with the right hand rhythm. Don't worry about it if you can't play on beats 2 and 4. Just hold it on beat 1. Nobody cares. Same thing with the interlude. If you just want to play the melody, if you want to noodle on the E major scale or the E pentatonic scale, same thing. totally fine. It's important that you play this. It's not important that you play it perfectly. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If so, please leave me a huge thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, literally, what are you waiting for? Do it right now. It helps the channel to grow and gives me lots of motivation and incentive to keep making these amazing resources for you here. Lots of you ask how you can work with me in a more direct way. I have this incredible online membership called the Versatile Musician. It's sort of like what I do here on the channel, but on steroids. I have 28 full courses on everything from piano skills to chording to accompaniment strategies, how to improve your singing, how to improve your musicianship, you name it. Anything that you would really need to become a more versatile musician. Music theory, anybody. It's all there presented to you in this friendly, bubbly way that I present things to you here. And so all you have to do is go to theversatilemusician.com to learn more. And as a special thanks for you being a viewer here on my YouTube channel, if you enter the coupon code Get Started 30, you'll get $30 off your first month. This is really a unique place. Not only do you get access to all of those resources, but we also do a once or twice a month live Zoom call. I do a workshop every month on things that members request. So there's new material getting into the membership all the time. It's fabulous. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you next time. Happy practicing.